Hi everyone, I'm Daniela, and today we're making easy air fryer donuts. And if you don't have an air fryer, don't worry, I'll show you how to make them in the oven as well. These come with two different toppings, a cinnamon sugar topping and a classic donut glaze. There's no yeast in these recipes and hardly any waiting time. So let's get into it. You'll find a list of ingredients and measurements in the description below. Your air fryer will need to preheat to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. But if you're using your oven, get it up to 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. To a large mixing bowl, add 160 grams, 1 1/4 cup of flour, 7 grams, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a gram, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 19 grams, 1 1/2 tablespoons of sugar, 183 grams or 3/4 cups of Greek yogurt. I'm using full fat, but any Greek yogurt will do. 20 milliliters, 1 1/2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, and 1 gram, half a teaspoon of almond extract. But you can use other extracts if you like. Orange would be great, lemon would be amazing, so you can really play it up and make these donuts your own. Now just stir it all together until it creates a dough. You can mix your dry and your wet separately, but I find this works just as well if you throw it all into the same bowl. That way, you only have one to wash. Once a shaggy dough has come together, turn it out onto a floured surface, and with lightly floured hands, give it a few kneads. It should come together like a beautiful soft dough. Cut your dough into 10 to 12 equal pieces. Give them a little dusting of flour and then cover and let it rest for 10 minutes. I'm making my donuts into little twists. In the UK, we call them yum-yums. But you can make regular donuts by rolling the dough into a little ball, sticking your finger in the center and swirling it a few times to get that hole. Or cut them into pieces, roll them into balls, and make donut holes. To make your donut twists, roll each piece of your dough into a log. Make sure you don't have too much flour on your work surface. You'll want a little bit of friction against the log so that it rolls out nice and evenly. Once your log is about 12 inches long, fold it in half and give it a few twists. Set it aside and repeat with the rest of your dough. Coat your air fryer with a neutral oil. You can use a non-stick cooking spray, but that's a little bit hard to find here in the UK. Being very careful not to burn yourself, place your twists into the basket of your air fryer. I wanted to give mine a little bit of room, so I've only put in 3 at a time. Give the tops of your twists a little brush or spray with the oil. These will cook in the air fryer for 6 to 8 minutes or in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. If you're using your oven, I like to do the same method, brush a little bit of oil on my baking paper. This just helps your twists crisp up on the outside. Pop your donuts on your baking tray and then lightly brush with a little more of that oil. While those are cooking, let's mix up our cinnamon sugar coating. To a bowl, I've added 100 grams, a half cup of sugar, and 16 grams, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And for our glaze, we're going to sieve 125 grams, 1 cup of icing sugar, and to that add in a pinch of salt and 30 milliliters, 1/8 a cup of milk. If your icing is a little bit too thick, like mine is here, add in an additional teaspoon at a time to get the right consistency. This is what you're looking for. You don't want it to be too thick that it just sits on top of your donut, but you don't want it too thin either so that it just runs off. Melt 45 grams, 3 tablespoons of butter. While they're still hot, brush your donuts with some of that melted butter and then toss them in your cinnamon sugar. I like to do both sides because who doesn't love cinnamon sugar? You'll do the same process for the donuts that have come out of the oven. With the classic donut glaze version, you're going to let the donuts cool slightly and then dip them in the icing sugar mixture. Once dipped, set them on a wire rack to allow any excess glaze to drip away. The glaze will harden up in just a few minutes and they'll be ready to enjoy. Whether you use an air fryer or an oven, you'll still get a perfect bake on your donuts. The taste and texture is exactly the same. The only difference is how long they take to cook. And either way, you're going to love eating these donuts. If you're looking for more air fryer bakes, why not try my air fryer banana bread? And make sure to hit the subscribe button because I come out with a new video every week. And if you liked this one, give us a big thumbs up and I'll see you next week.